Okay, what if I told you that one of the most powerful strategic frameworks you can use is hiding inside a word you probably say every single day? That word is autonomy. And today, we're going to crack it open and see what really makes it tick. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the word as you know it, then we're going to split it in two. We'll dive into the story behind auto and nomos, and then put it all back together into a serious tool for your business. And we'll wrap up with a question that just might change your next big strategic move. All right, let's jump in. We hear this word everywhere, right? Autonomous cars, autonomous teams. We're always talking about building autonomous systems, but because it's so common, we almost never stop and ask ourselves, what are we actually talking about? No, really, think about it for a second. When you give a team autonomy, what's the actual goal? What do you really expect to see? Just hang on to that thought because I promise you we're about to give it a major upgrade. Okay, this is where it gets really fun. To get to the core of autonomy, we have to do a little surgery. We're going to dissect the word and look at its ancient building blocks. This is where the magic is. So you look it up in the dictionary and you get something like self-governing or independently run. And yeah, that's fine. It's a good starting point. But honestly, it's just scratching the surface. The real power is in the word's DNA, the two Greek roots it's built from. And here they are. You've got auto, which means self, and nomos, which means law. Pretty simple, right? Self-law. But trust me, the power isn't in just mashing them together. It's in understanding what each one really brings to the party. So let's start with auto. To really get this, you have to see it as more than just a prefix. It's a whole concept. It's about identity. You know, for the ancient Greeks, autos wasn't just self like myself, it was deeper. It was the essential self, the absolute core of what makes something what it is, kind of like its secret sauce. A great way to think about it is like a fingerprint or a signature. It's that one-of-a-kind thing that makes it undeniably itself. So for your organization, the auto of a team is its unique identity. It's their core purpose, their expertise, maybe even their superpower. It's the thing they do that no one else can. Okay, so we have one half of the puzzle. Now let's look at nomos. And if you're thinking this just means rules and regulations, well, you're in for a surprise. It's way deeper and frankly, way more useful. See, nomos wasn't just about the laws written down on paper. It was about the unwritten rules, the customs, the culture, the way we do things around here. It was the whole system of order that everyone just understood. And that right there, that is your company's nomos. It's your culture. It's all those unwritten rules, the shared values, the habits that really dictate how work gets done. It's basically your company's unique operating system. So let's put it all together. We have auto, the unique self, the fingerprint, and we have nomos, the unique culture, the operating system. Now, let's see what happens when we bring this powerhouse idea into the boardroom. And here it is. This is the big takeaway. True autonomy isn't just letting a team off the leash to do whatever they want. It's empowering a team to operate according to its own unique identity, its auto, using its own proven way of working, its nomos. It's not anarchy. It's self-governance at its best. So sure, words like independent, self-governing, and free are great synonyms, but now you see what's underneath them. It's not just freedom from something, like control. It's the freedom to operate according to their own internal, proven principles. That's a huge difference. Let's see how this sounds in the real world. When you hear this sentence, it's not just saying, oh, the subsidiary is on its own now. No, it's saying it has its own nomos, its own governing principles, its own culture that works. That's a much more profound statement of trust, isn't it? Okay, time for a quick gut check to make sure this all lands. Based on everything we've talked about, which of these is the real opposite, the antonym of autonomous? Is it A, independent, B, subordinate, or C, free? And the answer is B, subordinate. It's perfect, right? An autonomous unit governs itself. A subordinate unit is governed by someone else, by an external authority. Simple as that. If you got that, you've totally nailed the core concept. All right, we've taken the word apart and put it back together. Now for the most important part. How do you actually use this? How do you make this new understanding work for you and your organization like tomorrow? So, I'll leave you with this challenge. Take a look across your entire organization. Can you spot that one team? The one with a really strong, clear identity, a killer auto, and a proven effective culture, a solid nomos? Now ask yourself this. What if giving them true autonomy isn't a risk at all, but actually the single best way to unlock their full potential? What if that is your next great strategic move?